put on the spread. Remember, because the blocks are a bit heavier, you might have to bed it a bit deeper. So your bed could be up about 18, 20 mil. So as I'm putting the block down, I'm checking try and line it up at this edge and with this edge here. And just put the cross down onto it. Sticking out a little like that. Okay, so I'm going to check the gauge on this now. 2.25, yeah, that's pretty good for 2.25. So just put a level across the top of it. It's pretty good for level there now as well. The reason why this is working out pretty okay for level is because we took the time to make sure that we got our bottom course bang on level. So when we're putting the blocks on and we're keeping the bed joints fairly consistent, when you're putting the blocks on, you should be coming in pretty close to level as well. Okay? So have that level. So I just have to check up a plumb now. Check up a plumb up along here. Okay. That's pretty good for plumb there. Plumb the face. Go there. So that's a kick him back in there. Okay, there. Just going to check it here now as well.
See the way Joe has his foot on the bottom of the level, he's keeping it tight into the force course, into the face of the force course when he's plumbing up.
It's pretty good. So now we just range the two of these in. Make sure they're in line with each other.
So he's using the two plumbing points on either end there that he just plumbed up as a reference in order to range in. That means keep the rest of the blocks in line.
And then you just do a little cross range on it there where they're ranging from the plumbing point here onto the blocks that have built to the line there and making sure all the blocks are taken off of there. Okay? So happy enough with that. Then just fill in the joint at the back. Small bit of mortar in here just to make sure I'm keeping the blocks clean. Now what I have to do, I have to lay the block at the back of this. Okay? So, just a little tip for you when you're doing this block at the back. If you have a look just here, I'm going to cut that mortar there just at an angle like that. Okay? I'll just cut that mortar at an angle like that. And the reason I cut the mortar at an angle like that, if I have it pushed up against that, when I put the block on, it's going to straight away start pushing the mortar against this. So I don't want to do that, so I just have it kind of angled out a bit so that this block can just keep pushing down into place. When I'm going to put a joint on this end and this end, but I'm going to put them fairly thinnish, okay? Because if I make it too wide again when I put the block on, it'll start disrupting the blocks that I've already made. You don't want anything moving these now. So I'll just put the joint on here fairly thin. Again, when I put the block on, just watching, make sure I'm lining it up with the edges of the other blocks. Use this one here as a guide to make sure that I'm getting it pretty level. Just check sure it's level on itself. Pretty good there. Now, all you can do with the back of this wall here, at this point here, is just keep a check on it, okay? You're not going to be able to keep it dead plumb because there's a difference in the thickness, or in the width of the block. So what you do is you put this block on and you just check it for plumb, make sure the block is sitting plumb within itself.
Measure the 215.
Yeah, and you can measure across the 215 as well. So check it for plumb this way. It's okay. just going to check this for plumbing itself. And you can't plumb that end and that end because it's only the length of the block. So just keep it plumbed this end here. We're also just check to make sure that's 215 because what I want to do when I put my block on top of this, I want to make sure that it's sitting nice and flush. So that's there, that's ground for 215 there. Okay. Now, when it comes to filling in this joint, people often, they've taken the time to build the blocks, they've kept everything to the right size, to the right gauge, level, kept it plumb, and then what you do, you get a load of mortar and start lashing it down in between it, and when you're pushing that down, it just makes the block spread. So the best bit is, put a small bit of mortar into the top there, and then pull out your block like that, okay? Don't go chopping tons of mortar into it, okay? If you go chopping it, it's going to make them spread, okay?
Or another thing you can do is you could leave that joint until you have the other blocks on top built and then fill it in, so there'd be less chance of them spreading. Because when you have two blocks on flat sitting on top of that, then there'd be less chance of the ones underneath moving.
Again, I'm going to go let me block on flat again. Trying to get a few nails there, but I might have to pick the wall up. So I'll be looking now, when I lay this block, I'm going to be looking to have it. I've got 225 there, I'm going to be aiming for 450. So 112 onto 225, I'm going to be looking somewhere in around 337, thereabouts. You don't have to be exact with it, but in around there would be good. As I'm putting it down, I'm just trying to watch to make sure I'm just dropping it lined up with the other blocks below. For level. Check for level myself. It's a bit high there, it's about 340. I'll just tap it down a bit. Crossway. Now, I'm going to check it for plumb. Okay for plumb there now. It's okay for plumb. I'm just going to check, I'm just going to range it from this point here down to this point here. Just make sure they're all touching off it. Now, slide the other one directly on top of that. Just making sure I get the mortar right out to all the edges of the block. If I want to do the block on it, it'll just squeeze out. Now I'll be looking for 450 for this block. Couple of mil high there, so I'll better give it a tap down. That's okay for 450 there now. Level her up. It's pretty level. that way as well. Just take up the thumb now. Check the range. That's pretty good for range right now as well. So once you've got that far, what you do then is you do the same, then we do the range, and then you just use your line like you did with the brickwork for running it in. Right? So I just need to get a bit of stick there now to stick those days up.